This is PHTV Channel 4 in Palos Heights. I'm Sue Jankowski, and we are at the library. And we're very excited because, as time goes on, we get busier and busier. We had a little bit of a lull for August, but not too much. There's still plenty of action at the library. But now, come October, wow, we got things busting out all over. So here with us today is Janine. She's going to tell us what's going on in public services, and Tina, who's going to let us know what's happening with youth and teen. And we're very excited to find out what's going on. And there's a lot of big things going on. So this is important, I think, for the whole community when we are able to participate in things that are really out of the ordinary and kind of extraordinary. So if we can get started today with you, Janine, that would be great.
Great. Yeah. Sue, we really are in full swing with our programs again. Like you said, summer, we kind of take it easy. People are doing things, they're outside enjoying the weather, but come October, we are in full swing. We've got some great things coming up. The library is fully open. We are on Sundays. We are open on Sundays again from 1 to 5. All of our programs for adults are virtual programs, but we do have our study rooms are open, and meeting rooms are open for rental. We do have the mask rule going on in the library again for all people, upstairs and downstairs. So we love to see you in the library, but when you come and join us at the library, we love to see the mask on your face. We have to wear them too. We know it's not fun, but we're going to do it. So
we just do it. It's just what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but coming up program-wise, a lot of great things. On Wednesday, October 6th, we have DIY Kombucha. I know you've seen those bottles of kombucha at your local store and you're wondering, what is the hype of this funny word all about? Well, kombucha is a sweetened fermented tea that's rich in gut healthy probiotics. And in this course, you'll learn how to brew your own kombucha at home, where you can save money and, of course, impress your friends at the same time. So
they'll be impressed that you could say that word.
And actually know what it is, right? Then coming up on Thursday, October 7th, we have the 150th anniversary of the Great Conflagration of the Chicago Fire. So we've got with us in the Great Chicago, as we all know, the Great Chicago Fire burned through the city from October 8th to the 10th in 1871, killing 300 people and leaving more than 100,000 people homeless. So as the raindrops finally doused the flames and the city leaders assessed the damage, the shock of tragedy was replaced by the resolve to rebuild. The Chicago Tribune echoed the sentiment of what it most proclaimed in its first post-fire issue as Chicago shall rise again. And in this program, history enthusiast Dave Clark will look at the causes of the fire, how Chicago reinvented itself in the aftermath, and how the city would rebuild and rise from the ashes. So very apropos historical program. October 7th, the day before the big fire began. Such a point of history in Chicago. Everybody knows so much about it, but Dave Clark is sure to give us more details that we might not have known about.
No, and there's so many rumors or legends and that type of thing. It would be nice to know what's really real.
Yeah, poor Mrs. O'Leary and her cow. She's been assigned a page in history that she doesn't necessarily deserve. So we'll find out more about that.
That's good.
Yeah. Then on Sunday, October 10th at 2 p.m., we have Comedy Gold on the silver screen. And join us for this one-of-a-kind comedy experience where John Laguerre will take the highlights of the old golden comedy movies and he remixes them, the content with music, and he shows it all together. And it's such a funny thing. He just highlights all the classic comedy capers over time. You'll laugh, you'll be amazed, and just really enjoy this remix of all the different clips together. So join us for that on Sunday, October 10th.
And who doesn't need a good laugh? That we all need.
Right. And then on Monday, October 11th at 6:30, we have one of our tech classes, the iPhone basics. We have, you can explore the basics of your iPhone 6 or later, and its operating software iOS 14. So be sure to have your phone with you to follow along. Okay.
Sounds good.
And then this week of October, we are focusing on social justice issues in this program, Speaking Peace, on Tuesday, October 12th at 6:30 p.m. We have presenter Henry Cervantes. He serves as a program manager for the Peace Exchange. It's an organization that engages youth and adults in leadership training and international travel study to nonviolent movements, to observe those and learn from them. And Cervantes is trained from Asia to Africa to the Middle East and Central South America. And for his work for peace and social change, she's one of the 40 human rights defenders featured in Take a Stand Center at the Illinois Holocaust Museum and Education Center. And he's an Illinois Rhodes Scholar, and he'll be with us to talk about how we can peacefully avoid and resolve conflicts. These are life skills that can be taught and mastered by anyone. And, we all could use some skills in how to deal with conflict and peacefully finding solutions for that. And so join us for that on Tuesday, October 12th.
Right. Everybody has conflict in their lives. So it's nice to know how do you deal with it in a way that makes sense. That's
absolutely
good.
Yeah. And then we have a really a great event coming up. Throughout the month of October, we're going to have Trinity Christian College professor John Baker. We're going to have his art on display, his Rosalind Portrait Project. And as I was mentioning to you, Sue, before we got started, that he talks about this project. He said that 500 years ago, only kings had their portraits painted. It was an affirmation of their dignity. So Chicago artist and Trinity Christian College professor John Baker hand paints hundreds of portraits of ordinary members of the Roseland community in his Roseland Portrait Project in an effort to reshape the community's sense of itself, instead of letting outside influences project an identity on their community. This collection focuses on each individual as an affirmation of their intrinsic dignity and without regard to perceived social status. And as novelist Marilyn Robinson states, to value one another is our greatest safety, to indulge in fear and contempt is our gravest error. So that art project will be on display in the library throughout certain weeks in October. But then on Tuesday, October 19th, John Baker is going to be talking about using art to build a community. And then he will be talking about this exhibit and how he came about it and what it can do for this community and others.
Very nice.
Hopefully you can join us for that.
Yeah, and we just come right into the library. You could do the virtual event, but the rest is on display at the library.
Absolutely, yes.
View that.
Yeah, that is correct. And then on Monday, October 25th at 2 p.m., we have Microsoft Power Basics. Learn how to use the PowerPoint Basics features to add and delete slides, change slide layouts, format text, select themes, and add graphics through presentation. So register for this and all of these events, of course, because these are all virtual. And then our trivia night is back on Tuesday, October 26th at 6:30. We are going to join us for 2 hours of online trivia from the comfort of your home. The winner gets a $20 gift card to a Palos Heights restaurant. So the first 35, it's limited to the first 35. So hurry and join, sign up, folks.
Yeah, that's a limited group. So you do have to get in there.
I know, I've been getting calls all summer. When are we starting trivia again? So now
this is it.
Save that date, folks. Speaking of saving the date, we have a huge event coming up on Wednesday, October 27th. We have New York Times bestselling author of 22 books, 3 of which have been adapted to movies and TV series. Chris Bohjalian will be here in this live virtual event and to talk about The Hour of the Witch, which is his newest book. It's a historical fiction book, but it is, we're so excited to get this opportunity to have him live and speaking to our public. So join us for that.
I mean, that is so exciting when you actually get to hear the author discuss the book that they wrote. It really is kind of thrilling. I mean, I just adored that Lisa C. event. That was so wonderful to hear her. It was so entertaining and interesting. And I'm sure that Chris Bohjalian is also as well. It's great to hear what they have to say about a book that they wrote.
Exactly. And, it's the backstory that we don't know about, what inspired him to write this book. He's written a few historical fiction books like Sandcastle Girls, which takes place in Aleppo, which his background is from that area. But then he's also written The Flight Attendant, which is an HBO movie, current day events, so to speak, modern day. And he knows how to pace a story. So whether it's based on real facts or whatever, you really feel like, he can move you along and find the characters really engaging. But I love finding out about the author's spark, what sparked this idea, what made you decide to write it the way you did, and why now. So yeah, it's looking.
I agree. It really is so interesting to hear that backstory and hear just the personality of the author too is so interesting. I mean, it's just something you can't get out of just reading what they wrote, or even just reading their biography or a book jacket cover. This is really great to listen to an author speak.
Yeah. Yeah, so sign up for that, folks. We look forward to seeing you there. And then we wrap our October up with Thursday, October 28th program, The Ghost Roads of Illinois. Throughout Illinois, legends abound of haunted happenings and eerie occurrences along the thoroughfares of the state. And in this program, award-winning author and historian Dave Clark will take us on a virtual tour through the forgotten and haunted roads of Illinois.
Oh, that's exciting for some people.
For the brave. Yes.
For the brave. That's not me. But that sounds really good. It's up the alley of a lot of people. That's right. Good.
So again, these are all virtual, folks. So you do need to sign up. Go to our calendar at phlibrary.org, register for the program so that you can get your link.
Well, there sure is something for everybody. So there's got to be something that you would enjoy, if not everything, really. So great. Thanks, Janine.
Oh, you're welcome. All
right. Let's find out what's happening. I like to say upstairs in the youth and teen department, but of course we have a lot of mostly virtual activities at this point, which has been really great. So Tina, what is going on in October?
Yes, so we are kicking off October with fun and freaky fish in the Caribbean Sea. So this is from Ocean Adventure. Wayne and Karen Brown are going to take us underwater and let us see some of the unique, I don't want to say freaky, some unique, colorful fish that live underwater that you might not see every day. And they're going to teach us about them. So that'll be a neat experience to be underwater, and you're going to be at home watching it.
That really is. And I've heard about reading with the dogs, but never reading to the fish. So that is very interesting.
Oh, yep. And we're going to be having this event on Facebook Live. So you just go ahead and go on Facebook anytime you get a chance. If you can't make it on Saturday, October 2nd, we will have it available throughout October.
Oh, wonderful. Good.
Mm-hmm. So this is one of my favorite national days. Caramel Frap Day is Monday, October 4th at 4 o'clock for children in teens in grades 6th through 12th grade. They're going to follow along and watch one of our librarians make this easy, delicious recipe so that they can make fraps all day long.
Well, they will delight their family. They can treat them to something that they've made. That sounds fun.
I think so. It sounds delicious is what it sounds like. On Tuesday, October 5th at 4 o'clock, we have nature portraits. And this is going to be a program for children. It's geared toward kids in grades kindergarten through 3rd grade. So right about this time, the leaves are going to start changing color, and you're going to get to see some unique leaves that you can go ahead and create different things with. So go ahead and take a walk outside with mom and dad or grandma and grandpa and gather some supplies and create your own nature portraits.
And it looks like, do they really stick to the tree like that?
They're going to be using a substance that go ahead and helps them hold everything together.
Neat. You can look out in your yard and see your portraits. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And on Wednesday, October 6th at 6 o'clock, for teens in grades 6th through 12th grade, we have balloon stress balls. So at this time, school and tests and exams are definitely underway. And you're going to need something to go ahead and help relieve that stress when you're studying and preparing for your exams that you have coming up. So this is definitely something that you can follow along and create your own stress balls at home.
Again, it's for the whole family. You can make them, give them to your whole family when they're stressing out. They've got something to,
I'm addicted to stress balls myself. So,
see? So
yes.
you can make Christmas gifts. Make stress
there
balls.
you go. Pinecone Mummy is on Thursday, October 7th at 4 o'clock for children grades kindergarten through 3rd grade. They are able to come to the library and get their supplies to create their own Pinecone Mummy at home.
Good.
And on Thursday, October 7th at 4 o'clock for our tweens in grades 3rd through 5th grade, we have earthquake resistant structures. It's a bit of a mouthful. So Miss Carla is back with another STEM challenge to help kids see if they can make an earthquake resistant structure out of toothpicks and marshmallows.
Good. That sounds like fun. I don't know how, do you shake it? Do you shake your table, see if it falls apart?
I'm not sure what Miss Carla is going to do, but I'd imagine there's going to be lots of shaking and there's going to be lots of marshmallows flying around.
I'm sure.
On Friday, October 8th at 10 o'clock for children ages 2 through 5 years old, we have a breakfast story time. Now, there is an author, I forget her name, but she makes all of these picture books and it incorporates all breakfast foods. Like she has one picture book that's about waffles. I think her latest picture book is titled Everyone Loves Bacon, which she's not lying.
It's true.
So yes, come to this story time all about breakfast.
Oh, fun.
And this has to be one of my favorite programs. It is our YA book cover Spot the Difference. This is for teens, grades 6th through 12th grades. And we are going to be releasing different book covers throughout October 11th through the 15th. And you're going to need to spot the difference. So I love spotting the difference in different images and things. I think I was addicted to them when they were out in Highlights magazine. I love doing the spot the difference. And we have a librarian that is taking popular YA book covers and she's changing little things, and you're going to have to go ahead and spot the difference in all of the book covers. So this is going to be a fun program. And there's going to be, like I said, a different one every day. You just need to check our social media on Facebook and Instagram, and we will have them available.
Nice. I like doing that too. It's kind of fun. Test yourself. Did you get all 10? Is there 20? And then it's always that last one that just, you can't get.
No, exactly. And I think that she tested it on us as the department, and we tried spotting the difference here, and we could find them all except for one. So they're tricky.
I know they are. They're fun though.
On Tuesday, October 12th at 4 o'clock for children grades 3rd through 5th grade, we have paper plate jack-o'-lanterns. So they're able to come to the library, get the supplies, and follow along with us to make their own jack-o'-lantern at home. And it is less messy than making one out of a real pumpkin.
Unless like gross and sticky.
And on Wednesday, October 13th at 10 o'clock for children ages 2 to 5, we have a ghost story time. Now, I think that these are going to be friendly ghosts. They're not going to be too spooky, but again, to get in the Halloween spirit, we are doing a ghost story time. So here's some not so spooky stories and do some not so spooky songs.
Very good.
On Wednesday, October 13th at 4 o'clock for our kindergartners through 3rd grade, we have Monster Paper Plate Craft. Again, to help you get into the Halloween spirit, you come to the library, we'll give you the supplies, and you can just go crazy and make your own unique monster at home.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like all those googly eyes.
Yes, me too. On Thursday, October 14th at 4 o'clock for children grades 4 through 8th grade, we have lightsaber bookmarks. So don't worry about folding the pages in the books when you're reading them. Just go ahead and put your lightsaber to help you save your spot and where you are.
Oh, those are fun.
And on Friday, October 15th, we have a pumpkin story time at 10 o'clock for children ages 2 to 5 years old. Again, just bringing out all of the Halloween spirit that we can.
Good.
On Tuesday, October 19th at 10 o'clock for our young babies through 23 months, we have an apple story time. So I'm sure there's going to be lots of clapping and rhyming and helping parents interact more with their children. And they get to hear stories and do different kinds of movements for that age group as well.
Yeah, and they love it. All those little guys love that stuff.
And on Wednesday, October 20th, we have flying bats at 4 o'clock for children ages grades 3rd through 5th grade. Flying bats, they're going to be making bats out of origami. Well, they're going to be doing origami bats. And don't worry about picking up origami paper. We have plenty at the library. So just come to the library. We'll give you your supplies and instructions, and you will be able to watch a video tutorial on how to make your own origami bat.
Okay.
Duck, Duck, Goose story time is on Thursday, October 21st at 10 o'clock for our youngest patrons through 23 months old. So again, get those babies laughing and moving and clapping and hopping. So be sure to tune into that story time.
Yes, that sounds like fun.
On Monday, October 25th at 4 o'clock for our teens, grades 6th through 12th grade, we have Sugar Skull mason jars. Again, you do not need to go out and get supplies. We are going to provide you with all the supplies that you're going to need, and then just follow along with us, and we will make our own spooky Sugar Skull jars.
That'll be fun to know how to do that.
Yes, and we're also going to be giving away the tea light candles to put in there as well. So again, you really need nothing because we're going to provide you with everything.
Oh, that's great. And at the end, you'll have this finished product and you can put it in your window or in your room or somewhere.
Exactly. On Tuesday, October 26th at 4 o'clock, we have a monster story time. Again, these monsters are not too spooky. In fact, I think they might be funny, friendly monsters. So be sure to tune in to hear some stories and songs and do rhymes with our little monsters.
Cool.
Squishy Donuts is on Tuesday, October 26th at 4 o'clock for kids in grades 4 through 8th grade. And again, come to the library. We'll give you the supplies. I think this would also probably go along great with the stress balloons. So Squishy Donuts also probably make great gifts. Just be sure not to eat them.
Oh, they'll have to resist. I don't know. They look pretty delicious.
And on Thursday, October 28th at 4 o'clock, we're inviting everyone to go ahead and create their own mini comic that is going to be part of a much larger PHPL comic book. So again, we're going to give you the supplies. You're going to go home, you're going to design your own comic, and then you're going to bring it back to the library. And we're going to make this kind of gigantic comic that everyone need to go ahead and help to create.
That'll be fun. And so many kids are so good at that sort of stuff. I mean, making little funny remarks or like a cute little story. They're really good at it.
Yeah. And they're so artistic. And I draw stick people, much like the ones that you see right now. And that is completely fine. If you want to draw stick people, that, like I said, that's what I do. But please go ahead and release all your creativity.
Yes, they should.
Mm-hmm. And that wraps up October.
Well, that is just fantastic. And my goodness, there's so many things to do, listen to. And, you know, it's nice because a lot of these programs you can tune in that day, that moment, or they're just there and you can go when it's convenient for you to look at it at home, or you can see it again and again. And that's really nice too. So there's a lot of really pluses to these virtual programs. And I hope that you're joining in and taking advantage of them, because everybody at the librarian is working real hard to make sure that we have just wonderful programs at our wonderful library. And I really mean that. There are so many places in the country. I just talked to a woman who, she's kind of in the rural area of actually Pennsylvania, and there's no library really near her. And we're so lucky we have this great library right in town. So let's take advantage of that. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful October. Thank you, Janine. And thank you for Tina for all of the input. And Catherine, thanks for working behind the scenes as usual. And we will see you next month when we tell you all the things that are happening in November. But enjoy October. Thank you. Bye-bye.